This is your first commitment to a television series?
This is my first commitment to a running television series. No, I actually did one in 1986 or 87, and it was a hybrid piece for Dick Wolf, one of his hybrid shows that had firemen and emergency medical services and cops all in one station house, and that was called Help. Needed a little bit more help to stay on. So I guess that's how I got here.
So what drew you back to this show, to TV and the show?
I like the idea of this show, and I like the idea of, well, I was a fan of The Blacklist, and I thought that the writing, the plot twists, and the character development on that show was quite engaging. And then when they sent me a script and told me that some of the same people were behind this show, I said, And then they said, okay, this is where we can go with it. The character is morally ambiguous. He's good, he's bad, you don't exactly know why he does all of the things he does, but therefore a reason that we'll discover later on. Oh, that's interesting for the audience. And of course we can add a lot of martial arts to it.
You just checked off all the...
Sounds good. And it still affords me the opportunity to do feature film. So all of it worked out on this one.
Were you excited?
You're next.
Were you excited about getting back into TV, and what was the biggest challenge coming back?
Well, a concern with the time demands in working on a 10-day, 8-day schedule, week to week, challenging. Keeping it interesting is challenging. Even if we, from our, the stunt guys team and the action side of the game, it's going to be quite challenging to keep creative and intriguing, not repetitious. And then also as an actor, I get a chance to play different guys and I can wear disguises, and I can do an accent over here, or I can play a more quiet person over here, or a bombastic person over here for the game's purpose. That's great for me. I get to, do a lot of characters and show parts of my skill set, and maybe even discover parts of my skill set that I didn't know I had.
Well, I hear you had the stunts down. They were saying you might have even had to slow down on your stunts because you're so good at beating people up.
They're going to have to catch up. We're not cutting corners on this one. No, we want good drama, and we want good suspense, things that don't telegraph where we're going, that keeps the audience talking. You say, I don't exactly know why they did that, but I want to see, and that type of action.
Considering
Thank you for talking to me. You're a bit of a chameleon in this character, so how are you bringing it in? Are you using current events, are you using past roles? And I know you're using inside Wesley, which is
I come out of repertory theater. I was actually trained in repertory theater, and I started my early career doing nothing but theater. Bus and truck, being a troubadour, doing quick dinner theater. I'm actually very attracted to that. It gets my juices going. So this venue offers me an opportunity to revisit those type of demands and that type of work, creative environment. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm drawing from everything. Things I've done in the past, things I want to do, things I've seen other actors do, as well.
Do you relate to the character having that dark inside, sort of mysterious enigma?
Not at all.
So Mr. Jackson in the pilot does the FBI thing with the southern accent.
Yeah.
Was that you, or was that in the script? Were you playing a little bit?
Yeah, having a little fun.
Because it's very funny.
That's going to be that's a precursor to other characters that I'll bring to the show as well, with different accents and stuff. If I do it well, people will say, "Wow, I didn't know he could do that." And my goal is to disappear, the Wesley disappear, and you believe that that's that guy, and then that's the guy. I'm a little schizophrenic with it, so you can't recognize me from role to role to role to role. That's the exciting challenge.
Considering that Mr. Johnson knows more than anybody else does about the game, did the producers tell you some more of the backstory?
No. Movie magic. No. I know a couple of things. I got a sense of where we're going, but the most important thing that helps guide character choices is knowing that everybody doesn't really trust the other one. Everybody has an agenda and everybody has a scheme and a plan, or they have their own game that they're playing. So now, okay, from that now I can explore, If somebody says a line, I have multiple ways of responding to it.
You were talking about the blacklist. Did you talk to James Spader at all in terms of advice? He's another big movie actor that went to TV.
How amazing the universe is. I actually was on a plane with James Spader coming back from Los Angeles to New York, and I didn't see him until actually we were almost landing. But I said to myself, wow, I really like that guy, and I like what they're doing in that show, and I want to say to him, hello. I don't know if he knows who I am or not, but I'm gonna go up to him. So as it happened, we ended up by the luggage belt. And I went over to him and I said, hey, Mr. Spader, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Wesley Snipes. Man, what you guys are doing on the show is great. I love it, So, and if there's ever an opportunity for me to be on the show, just let the producers and the guys know that, hey, I'd be open to that. Almost, maybe 4 months later, they called me to do a role on the blacklist, but I was unavailable. I said, wow, okay, so maybe it was because James, put the word in him. I found out he didn't, but that's okay, James, we'll talk about that another time. And then, about a month after that, they came in and said, we heard from the blacklist people again. I said, okay, what role in They said, no. They have a whole show that they would like to create, and they would like to know if you're interested. Interesting team to be associated with.
So you didn't have any ego about just coming in and doing a role on a TV show and this being in the stature you have?
No. Working with good talent, and I've done a number of films, and some of them have been better than others. Some of them I don't want to even remember, and some of them I've never looked at. So anytime you get a chance to work with an ensemble of good, talented people in front of and behind the camera, you got to jump at it, be that a big or small. I never wanted to be a leading man. I was the repertory guy. It just kind of worked out that way.
You're a great leader. And I have to say, I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thank you very much.
Will you be looking at any Japanese karate?
Yeah, we're gonna explore. We're gonna have
Martial arts.
Japanese martial arts, Indonesian, Filipino, some exotic stuff people have never seen before. We'll have Kali. We'll have some Aikido. Mr. Johnson is a Aikijitsu kind of a man. He's everything is okay. I'll break your neck. It's okay. I'll break your finger. It's okay. You got 9 more. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so we'll bring some street stuff too.
Can you talk about the relationship between Johnson and Cassandra and how it develops during the season?
Well, Mr. Johnson jumped, as we say, Cassandra in for some very intriguing reasons that will develop or be revealed over the season. And he has a personal interest in her success. At this point, they don't have a romantic interest. There's not a romantic, but we'll see where that goes. You never know.
But is she his equal in the game?
No.
He has no equal.
No, she's an employee.
But is he an employee too?
He is an employee. Yeah, he definitely is. He's like the ultimate major domo, ultimate butler. Yeah.
Speaking of Blade earlier, by the way, I'm from Cosplay Nation, so
right.
People who costume and Blade has been a big inspiration to other cosplayers and people who dress up as your character. Have you ever dressed up, I don't know, as Blade, like randomly in the streets, or what costume?
I did a Tu Wong Fu Blade thing. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding.
Have you seen people dressed as your characters here?
Man, I haven't dressed up as a comic book character or as a character like that in many years. I can't even remember what the character was.
How would you feel if Marvel came to you to reprise that role? I mean, they're introducing the supernatural corner again with Doctor Strange.
Well, we've had some discussions. You know, we've had very positive and favorable discussions about the Blade character and some other things that they have in mind. So we'll see where it goes. But for those Blade fans, if we've never reprised another Blade, I have another character that's going to. He'll stand toe to toe with Blade any day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's not done
We
yet.
don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy, do we?
No, this guy, you'll know. With that character, Mr. Johnson.
Told us that you're never supposed to be really sure.
Oh, but Mr. Johnson, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about this show.
Yeah, no, we'll see. You know, he's a facilitator. He has to get things done.
Thanks.